Hello, this is Notaspringchick. Would you believe today we're going to talk about termites? Termites? Why would they be important? Well, if you have a house or a home, you're looking to buy a place, or you have a place, termites are an important part of maintaining your existing place, because termites, how much damage can they do?
They can destroy your house.
Ah, so they are that important. So first of all, well, that's why you realize they're that important. Second of all is, how do you know if you might have termites, and what are your first clues?
Well, if you see rotted wood, that's a real good first clue.
If you see ants with wings?
If you see what looks like ants with wings, and they're hanging around the wood on your house, they're probably termites, because a lot of ants don't hang around your wood, and they would be around. They would be in your around your rafters in your basement, in your attic, and around your windows in the house. If they're there, then it's probably termites.
Ooh, and other tells are this little fine powdery wood dust.
Yeah, or like what almost looks like sort of a clay trail in areas too, because what they do is they make little tunnels for them to go through.
Oh, and then you can look up at the wood and see the little holes.
It's that cellulose. Termites can't ingest cellulose, which is in the wood fiber, so they make little trails, little tunnels for them to go through.
That's from.
Yeah.
So anyway, on those termites, and the reason it's so important is not only could you lose your house, it's really expensive to go ahead and tent your house if you have termites. And
as a family in the area I live, I found out termite infection was so bad. They'd ignored everything so much that the county come out and put a condemned sign on their house and made them either fix it or tear it down. And
that's really bad.
And in the process of doing the work, the termites jumped from their house to 3 other houses in the area, and they've got a lawyer to sue the family now.
So that's probably one of the worst case scenarios.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Either that, or other than the total demolition of your house.
Yeah, but
really
it's normal for a colony of ants that have been in a house for some time to jump from one house to another house when they start to do the tents, because the ants have got scouts. I mean, the termites have got scouts out. They know what's going to happen, and the ones with the wings, they fly to another place and open up a new colony.
Ah, so how do you prevent termites from coming to your place? Because termites basically don't just stay within one house and eat that whole house. They jump from houses to houses. Right. And they usually jump because they're going to get sprayed or tented, or...
They can, okay.
How do they know?
Okay, here's a good one. Termites are basically blind. They operate off of smell. And the people that are coming to do the inspections have that odor about them.
Oh.
And you don't generally come out and tent a place for some time after you found the infestation, because the people have to get out.
Oh.
And it gives them a time for, the ones that basically are able to leave, which would be a queen and her court, to be able to go to another place. I mean, they can
go set up.
They can go set up in another house, which is why later, in a month or so later, you'll see another tent very close to the one that was just put up.
Ah. So what happens through the tent process is, first of all, you can't be in the house during that time. Right. You're out of the house for how many days?
I think 3 days to a week, depending on how
so
bad.
You're out of your house. You're probably either staying with people or you're in a hotel. It also means that all the food in your house
is gone.
It's gone.
The plants, I would tell the plants may or may not. Part of it is because you're not there. Another part is because of the poison.
Yeah. So it's really kind of nasty, and you would like to avoid tenting as much as possible. So here's a few things you can do. Number one is, if you see a tent going up close to you, that means you should probably do some preventive.
Use the eyes that you were given to go look. You go look at your fences first, and see if there's rotting. Ants like damp, dark environments.
Okay.
If you have a lot of
You mean termites?
termite. I keep wanting because actually I think of termites and ants in the same sentence because they're basically little monsters. You know, I've had ant problems in my places too, so we had to spray for them. But the termites like damp, dark places, and that's basically around the bases of your fencing. And if you have lots and lots of foliage around your house, you're just giving them a breeding ground.
Ooh, so if you have foliage around your house, probably give it some
It'd be
extra
good.
space.
It says you're supposed to keep about a minimum of a foot away from your house of all foliage because it's not good. Because they also trap the root structure, and it traps water against it, and it can destroy the paint on your house also.
Oh, so that's a good reason not to. The other reason, is if you're in a place where you're in a flood zone, you're more prone to it, right?
And that's right. The people in the southern states and the eastern states were all the flooding because before the people will have a chance to really clean up their houses, the termites are going to move into the walls and everything.
Or if you're in a forest area.
A forest area. They thrive in the forest area to begin with. And when you build structures in the forest area, you can always count on termites to be in the area. Because,
also if you're near beach areas too.
That's right, because it's damp and there's a lot of, like
fog.
Behind us, there's a lot of things. You know, the sun is out now, but
I know. You can
but the fog was out until about 1 o'clock.
Wow.
But also, the problem with a lot of people is they don't use termite-proof materials when they put fencing up on houses.
Oh, okay. So when we talk about fences, some materials like redwood.
Redwood is almost indestructible.
Okay.
They love pine.
And the termites like. Now, is it good to have materials that they like or that they don't like? Is it better to get your fence?
Do you want a cheaper fence, or do you want the fence to be there in 20 years? I mean, okay, but put it honestly, Notaspringchick has had some problems with the ground, and we've had to replace some 4x4s because the people that were there before cheaped out and put pine in. We put nice cedar in. We replaced with cedar. You know, but it's what happens. And we also found the little winged monsters around windows and underneath the house. And
well, so there's some things that you can do, like if you don't want them near your house, can you put a piece of wood out so that they'll go to the woods?
No, you can put spikes. You can put termite spikes around your house.
What are termite spikes?
It puts up that little odor barrier that keeps them away from your house.
But now remember, if you have pets, termite spikes are probably poisonous, right?
You put them on the inside of. You put them where the pets basically can't get to them.
Okay.
You also have termite traps, which are a different version of a spike because it's got a lid on the top.
But they let off that odor.
They let off an odor. The odor should keep your pets away from it to begin with.
Probably.
It stinks.
Well, and the other part is if you think there's a place being tented near you, you can either call in your bug guy and have him spray, but have him come out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is you can spray yourself.
That's right.
Which actually isn't that difficult to do.
No, we've done it. We've done it once, and then we've done preventive maintenance. It's just simply, you mean, like, we've basically tossed bug bombs under the house to get rid of the vermin that come with the termites, and in the house to get rid of them. And then we have taken termite spray, which we have picked up actually at the hardware store.
You could say Home Depot.
At Home Depot, yeah.
Okay.
And we have sprayed. First, we sprayed all the fencing around the property, inside and out. Then we went underneath the house and sprayed the house with the termite spray. We went up into the attic and sprayed the termite spray.
So it's kind of a pain in the.
Yeah, you got to wear a mask.
But
You wear a mask. A really good gas mask works. You know, you cover your hands, you cover your arms, you cover your legs. You don't want to get that stuff on you. It won't kill you, but just don't get it on you because you're going to get sick, folks.
But the other part is with that termite stuff, they don't just go for wood. They also go for insulation.
Yeah.
They can also go for, is it wood board?
They'll go for your wall board. If you if people cut corners on insulation, which is made from, a lot of insulation is made from reprocessed paper, and paper is a wood product. A lot of insulation, a lot of wall board is made from reprocessed and not gypsum. So if people cheap out your construction, you pay for it.
So when it comes to termite, keep your eyes open, be observant, preventative maintenance. So, good luck. This is Notaspringchick on how to deal with termites. We're here yesterday, today, and tomorrow.